Hello and welcome back to Everybody Hates Barney, and we're here on the perks screen. Don't worry, I'm not going to be ranting about perks in this episode. I went a bit too, you know how I am. You know, I like to talk about game mechanics and, have a little bit of a discussion about those things. Anyway, I've actually been reconsidering my decision to take Famous Commander. Famous Commander is, all intents and purposes, an absolutely fantastic perk, one of the best perks in the entire game. However, I'm actually now thinking that I'm going to be taking instead Loyalty and Honor. The main reason for this is, of course, the secondary function that it has here, which is to give us a plus 30% faster non-bandit prisoner recruitment. Obviously, usually in this case, I'm not really going to care about this because I'm not really going to be relying on converting prisoners to maintain an army of any kind. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running around all the noble villages and just recruiting from there. Those are the, those are the stipulations of our recruitment drive in normal gameplay. But as we're doing this challenge, it's much more impactful to have a 30% faster increase. We already have Stout Defender, which allows us to have a plus 50% recruitment rate of tier 4 plus prisoners. So if this stacks, which I'm pretty sure it does, I kind of hope it does. If it doesn't, then I'm not entirely sure what the developers are doing, but they really should make it stack. If it doesn't, that is. But I'm thinking it does. So I'm going to take Loyalty and Honor. And then we also have Steward here. These are both absolutely terrible. They're not really good for a variety of reasons. Sweatshops is slightly better because it does give you more production rate to owned workshops. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I might be able to get a workshop up and running in Lagata, because someone actually told me in the comments, and I was unaware about this. This just goes to show that you can play a game for hundreds, if not thousands of hours and still not know absolutely every single thing that there is to do in it. And I did not know this particular specific point. And so basically, someone said that a rebel faction, or should we say a rebel town, rebels in general, they can become their own faction after 30 days in-game if they haven't been destroyed. And so basically what I would assume is that that has happened. I think that has probably happened with this guy. And I had no idea that was actually the case. I had no idea that was actually a real thing. I hadn't heard that anywhere. So that's really, really cool. And maybe I'll actually invest in a workshop then. Maybe I will literally just go and get a workshop and run into this extremely small shrubbery. I still have no idea why they insist on putting these things in battlefields. The smallest possible tree that can actually stop you. I mean, come on now. No offense right here, but that small shrubbery would not stand a chance against a massive horse, in my opinion. But I'm not an expert on horses and their weight, so I'm not gonna suggest anything. Oh, that was a nice hit though. That was a nice one. Okay, thanks very much for that. Oh, we are actually 4 for 4 right now. Oh, okay, 5 for 5. Even though I did hit the horse, which is not exactly great. Ah, there we go. There's the miss. Thank you very much, Barney. Ah, there we go. Nice. Not too bad, not too bad. We are at 225 in throwing skill now. Yes, we are very close to my favorite perk. Well, one of my favorite perks that I actually ranked as S tier in my video, my tier list video that I made. And I literally just love it. I just love it so much. It makes thrown weapons so good. It makes them so good, so good, in fact, that I actually think that they may become better than even archers at that point. Because if you're fundamentally, just from a baseline perspective, able to dodge, well, shall we say, avoid the overwhelming problem that thrown weapons and indeed ranged weapons have, which is, of course, to get blocked by shields, right? You know, you don't want to get blocked by shields. If you get blocked by a shield, then you're basically doing 0 damage. But Impale just changes that. It just completely changes every single thing about that. And you have to rethink exactly what you're doing every single time you throw a weapon. Because you're thinking to yourself, oh no, wait, I can't actually do any damage to this. Oh, well, there you go. I was half expecting that to happen, actually, the whole time, but I was very surprised that we didn't actually have any problems. Anyway, as I was saying, every single time you see a guy with a shield, if you have a bow, for example, you're always going to be kind of thinking to yourself, oh yeah, you know what, I can't really fire at this guy because nothing's really going to happen unless you can kind of hit around his hitbox or something. Maybe you can get kind of lucky in that regard. I really wish my people weren't being taken over by the auto-delegate AI right now. I really wish I'd actually stayed alive because they're going to suck so badly. It's actually quite funny because I personally feel like the auto-delegate AI is really, really good when you're, well, I wouldn't say really good, but I'd say it's better when you're alive than when you're dead, if that makes sense. I don't know why that would be the case, but yeah, apparently that is indeed the case, because every single time I sustain any kind of death, I always have these situations, you know? I always have these situations where I just go, ah, yes, I'm dead, and now my people are just absolutely awful. You know, they're acting like the worst possible units that they could act like. And when I'm alive, auto-delegate seems to do an absolutely fantastic job, which is really, really strange, you know? It technically shouldn't, but, you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, just going to take absolutely every single thing. And this was actually a fight that I thought to myself, I'm not entirely sure if I could even win it. You know, I actually didn't know if we could even win it. Ah, long reach. Oh, okay, wait. Ah, this might even be really good. I mean, okay, now I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm not gonna rant about it, all right? I know. That does get a little bit annoying, and I'm sorry about that. I'm not gonna rant about it. I'm just gonna say one thing. Long reach is a little bit weird with its primary benefit. You can pick up items from the ground while mounted. This is obviously very useful, but I'm not entirely sure how that would really work. Because if you're on a massive horse, right? You're on a massive horse, you're wearing a pretty heavy set of armor. What are you going to do? You're going to lean over the side, and you're going to kind of be like half on, half off the horse, and you're going to lean down, pick up something, and then you're going to stand back up. I don't know. Is that what they're envisaging here? I'm not entirely sure, but anyway. Perfect technique is usually what I would take 100% of the time because this is absolutely fantastic. 25% additional travel speed to your thrown weapons. That basically turns them into I don't know, ballistic missiles, pretty much. It turns them into, you know, supersonic speed sort of things. However, I'm kind of wanting to get the morale and renown gain from Battles 1. 20% increase. So I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Even though long reach is fundamentally, in my opinion, a really weird sounding and kind of not so fun thing to get, but you know, in general, it's going to be kind of paying off, I suppose, because 20% additional morale and renown. I mean, how can we say no to that, right? Surely, right? How can we say no to that? Anyway. We're going to see whether we can actually find our revenge target in this particular episode. I know that someone actually did mention that he might be in Ortisia. And, well, the thing is, he's actually in... Well, wait a minute. Why is he not on here? I thought I had him open. Anyway, you could see here that he's part of the Western Empire, right? And he's been taken prisoner by Turiodos of the Southern Empire. And... Ortisia is a Western Empire fief, so he can't be prisoner there because he's part of the Western Empire. So, yeah, that wouldn't really work. But that's kind of why I'm I'm kind of like really confused because I have no idea where the guy is. You know, it's super funny. I don't know where he would be. Anyway, I'm just going to sell some of these. I'm going to actually keep some tier 4s. I'm not going to take the veteran foresters, I think, because these guys are not great at all, actually. But we're going to keep the remaining tier 4s, and I just want to see what they're all about, because maybe we're going to have an opportunity to try to rescue them or something like that, or should we say convert them to our side. And that might be quite fun. So let me actually just have a look here. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself right now, do I want to get a better one-handed? Because at the moment, I'm not really using a mace, am I? But maces are actually pretty good for me specifically because we are really, really quick, right? We're really quick with them, and maybe that's going to be kind of cool. I don't know. You know what? Let me actually just see. Is there anything here that we want to get? I mean, we could get a cataphract mace, as you could see right here. This is a one-handed. It has 75 length, and it's pretty fast, too. We could just get that. You know what? Should I? That sounds pretty fun, actually. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is the first time I've actually used this particular weapon as well, so we might as well give it a go. And let me see here. I actually wouldn't mind using, and this is where things are going to get a little bit funny, I wouldn't mind using a slashing polearm. It's been a while since I've used a slashing polearm, and I think it would be really, really fun if we could maybe find one, but as you can no doubt tell, there doesn't seem to be one here. Yes, there doesn't seem to be one. And it's obviously very, very, you know, reasonable to assume that they won't be, because they are indeed the rebels from the Empire or something like that. And in general, they're not really going to have, you know, slashing polearms. I'm kind of surprised they don't have any Manavlions, to be honest, because I love that particular weapon. But they don't currently have that, so we're just going to have to make do otherwise. Ah, there's a caravan ambush. Okay, I will do the caravan ambush, sir. There we go. Okay, let's hope. Let's actually cross our fingers that this army isn't going to interfere with my business. They are definitely going to interfere with it, aren't they? Oh, yeah. They are, as you can quite clearly tell. This is bad news bears. Where are the raiders coming from? Over here? Yeah, okay. Actually, wait. I can't. I have to wait until they get attacked, don't I? Oh no, this is bad. Okay, there we go. Whew. Yeah, we have to wait until they get attacked, otherwise the guy won't get the insurance money or whatever it is, right? Okay, yeah. Let me just go. There we go. Go. There we are. Whew. Okay, that was very. That was not so good, actually. That was not so good, especially considering I'm now in a disorganized state. So I will have to run away from these guys really, really quickly. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah, now that's a problem. Yep, that is indeed a bit of an issue. All right, well, it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm not going to take walk it... actually, wait. I am going to take walk it off just because of the secondary function right here. Plus 10 hit points recovery after each offensive battle. That's even better. So basically having this as well as preventive medicine gives you 30% of your lost HP, and then it also gives you plus 10 if it was an offensive battle, which is actually insane. But yeah, otherwise apart from that, I have no idea what I'm actually going to be taking here. I'm thinking Steward once again, just to increase my party size even further. And we may indeed have to leave some troops behind, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to see if I can maybe do a little bit of... a little bit of magic here. But we have 292 enemies on the field. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay, that was... Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Ah, there's a rock. Dwayne, get out of my way. He's moving his home gym again. Just careful. We don't want to get in the way of that. We're gonna be in trouble. All right. Okay, wait. Now, dear. Yeah, the thing is, I cannot be eliminated. If I'm eliminated here, we're going to be in huge trouble. Oh yeah, I just killed one of my companions. That's great. You know, just the standard sort of stuff that I love to do. Of course. Okay, we're gonna have to get out of here now, I think. Can I do it? Yep. Okay, let's see if I can leave. No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna have to leave 27 troops behind. Very, very sad indeed. And this guy is gonna say this, but that's fine. We're gonna have to leave more troops behind. I'm not in... Okay, I don't agree with that. Look at this. I don't agree with this guy whatsoever. He's that is so incredibly annoying. Did you see that? You saw exactly what he did right there. He basically made it basically, both parties decided to attack me at the same time, but individually. And I don't personally think that that should happen because they're in the same fight. You see what I mean? It makes no sense to me whatsoever that would happen. Anyway, we have a huge herding problem now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to... Wow, okay, mercenaries, really? That was all I was going to get from the mercenaries? Okay, yeah. We still have some Imperial Elite Cataphracts, which is absolutely fine. We still have a bunch of Banner Knights. We still have Battanian Fian Champions and some Vlandian Sharpshooters. So basically all we've really lost is a handful of sort of mid to low tier troops, which isn't even that bad. That is not really even a big deal. So don't worry about it. We're absolutely fine. Let's get rid of some of these horses as well. Apparently all of them. How much herding do I have now? Really? I still have a huge amount? Wait. Can I? This is the main problem here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Sumpter horse. Okay, why do I have so much stuff on me? It must be my food and stuff, right? Must be my food, I guess. And maybe some of these things, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, how's my herding now? 2.48. That is absolutely terrible. Okay, let's just get rid of a little bit more then. Herding is 1.5. Get rid of all these. There we go. Yeah, that's decent. I cannot get rid of any more of the carry capacity ones. That's the thing. Cannot get rid of any more of those. So we're going to have to actually buy some mules just to get that back up. My herding is now 0.43. Okay, that's going to have to be good enough. Isn't it? No. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're at 5. That's good enough, right? That's good enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just actually spend this point real fast. +3 renown when a tournament is won. Yeah, sure. Why not? And we're actually going to be heading in to do the tournament because, well, I might as well, right? I might as well do it just for a little bit of renown, and I think they're fun. So we're going to do that, and we'll hopefully be able to achieve victory here, unless we are just now going to be on a losing streak. Because that does tend to be my... no, don't get hit, don't get hit. Okay, oh, we might have some issues here. I might actually get shot in the back now. Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay, we killed him at least. Now we can deal with this guy. This guy is already massively damaged, so he's easy to take out. This fellow's also dead. There we go. And now hopefully this guy is going to be terrible with using his thrown weapons. I'm surprised he has thrown weapons, actually. Yep, there we go. Okay, we managed to do it. We've only got 69% HP. Bear that in mind. So it's not particularly nice. But, yeah, we will hopefully be able to prevail. Even though... Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. Good. Can I... Why is he blocking low? Why are you blocking low, sir? I don't know. He's me. There we go. That is what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Now let me see what else we can do here. Nice. Take that guy down, and then... Okay, do I have thrown weapons? No, I do not. I was kind of hoping for thrown weapons, because that would have been amazing, but, you know how it is. Okay, nice damage. Nice free damage, actually, on that guy. Wow, he basically just ignored me. That is hilarious. And this guy has no armor on. What's he doing coming in here with his bathrobe? I have no idea. But there you go. That's what's happening. I have no thrown weapons once again. I'm always trying to switch to my thrown weapons, because I'm very antsy to get my hands on some. Every single time I do a tournament, when I'm playing a thrown weapon specialist, that is. You know, without that, I'm just like, oh no, why did they give me thrown weapons? You know what I mean? Without the skill, it's just like, yeah, pretty terrible. Okay, so we're now back down, aren't we? Yeah. We're now back down, and that just goes to show that I should not have prioritized doing the caravan mission above the security of our entire army, you know? Our entire army just got absolutely cannibalized as a result of that. And as you can see here, Sejuron is really annoyed at me. Oh, look at that. Chaikand has literally rebelled. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, that's quite fun. Okay, yeah, well, this is going to be pretty easy for us, I think. Yeah, he says, yes. I'm not entirely sure if it's actually going to be that easy, but what we're going to do is we're just going to look around. There we go. Okay, pretty perfect, pretty perfect. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking for any village that is far away from Sejuron, so that I may potentially be able to go in and actually get some troops, because that's going to be extremely important for us. Okay, so +3 daily experience to foot troops while traveling. That is what I am always going to take, because you're mostly going to be traveling in this game every single day of the week, in comparison to staying in a town. Staying in a town is obviously very, very good if you're doing a bunch of, you know, smithing or something along those lines. But we're not currently doing that. So there is there's really no point in sticking around and or taking that perk. So we are now otherwise we're just gonna try to continue leveling up. That's the whole point. We're just gonna continue leveling up, continue getting ourselves in a good position to get revenge, because let's face it, I still have some very, very high tier troops. Bear that in mind. I still have Vlandian Banner Knights. We still have a bunch of people that are actually capable of inflicting massive damage. And that's all we need. That's all we need is a stepping stone to the next stage. And the funny thing is, you know, I think a lot of people might actually underestimate how important it actually is to get personal character development. Because obviously from my perspective, this is a small setback. Yeah, this is definitely a small setback. It would have been even worse if we had lost our entire army, of course, because then I'd have no one to no one to like sort of like fall back on, and I'd have to do this all myself. But the really, really cool thing about this is that we're still the same character. We still have the same character. We still have the same progression that we've had the entire time. I have the same amount of renown. And all that is going to happen now is that we just have the ability to increase our renown even further, because we have a smaller army. We're going to get more renown for, you know, building our way up once again. And that's something that we have to remember. All of that stuff is saved. Just because we lose an army here and there, that doesn't actually make any difference, because the big picture is where things have to kind of get a little bit stressed here. You have to stress the big picture, because I know some people don't do that for some reason. But the point is, if you look at the big picture, that is an insane. I mean, look at that, 4.1 renown. Yeah, sure, 4.1 renown, not that amazing at all. But you think about 4.1 renown times 10, that's all of a sudden a pretty significant amount of people. You know, I mean, amount of a gain, because that's really good. We just got 7. We just got 7 people, which is also not very good, but, you know, that's absolutely fine. We now have basically no herding penalty whatsoever, which is obviously good. And let's just see. Can we find some other people? I wouldn't mind. That's the issue here. That's the issue. There's a lot of vassals in this area. I kind of wish we could get to a place where we wouldn't have so many vassals. We even have a northern Why? Why is there a Northern Empire vassal here? I have no idea. There's a Northern Empire vassal. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight you, sir. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is going to be hilarious. Fighting this guy is going to be super funny because we're both down in the dumps. I have no idea why he's like this, but yeah, we're going to try to defeat him. I mean, funnily enough, I think this is probably going to be easier than the other guy. That's for sure. Maybe. Let's try not to get. Okay. Yeah. I know. I have no words. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's one of the things that I sorely miss from having a mod like RBM installed. Because if you had RBM installed in that situation, or if I had it installed in that situation, you would not be, you wouldn't be dead then. You know, you wouldn't be dead then. You'd be absolutely fine because the way that the armor is calculated is completely different. But, you know, there you go. I'll go for mounted patrols. And actually, you know what I was actually contemplating executing people. You know that? It's actually quite funny. I was contemplating doing that once I captured more people. And what I wanted to do, and this was my plan initially, I was actually wanting to capture our revenge target. Oh, are you serious right now? They're actually ambushing me. You see this right here? All of these guys working together. This is hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here. Thank you very much. But yeah, I wanted to capture our revenge target, right? And then I wanted to execute him and then go on an absolute killing spree with all of these people. Just go, you know, try to capture absolutely every single person that I could, and then you know, going on from there. And as you can see, look at how many people we're actually converting now. It seems super quick. Okay, so let's. I'm just gonna actually go for an auto resolve here. I think that's pretty easy. Yep, that was much easier than anticipated. I'm not gonna go for the militia. I don't really want militia to join me. They're not actually gonna be that useful. And we're just gonna be getting some Imperial recruits. And then we're going to move on straight away. Now, the disorganized state obviously is not going to be super bad for us, at least this far away from people, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. But let me actually just see. Lagata is... Aha! Yep, Lagata has been taken back. No, actually, wait a minute. They just rejoined. That is kind of weird. It's still under the control of the same clan, so they just rejoined the Western Empire. So, despite them deciding to rebel, they now decided to rejoin it? Okay, that's kind of weird. Alright, if they wanted to do that, then they wanted to do that. Okay, well, what I'm going to do, considering I have a smaller army now, I'm actually going to find where this guy is. It still says he's near Orticia. I don't believe it, actually, because Turiados was... I mean, Turiados took him prisoner in spring. In spring, that was earlier this year. I don't think that's actually correct anymore. I don't think he's even a prisoner anymore, to be honest. But I could be wrong about that, obviously. Anyway, let's just get rid of all this stuff, and I'm going to trade it for a little bit of... Okay, you know, a couple of horses, just in case. You never know. So let's get some Midlands Palfreys. Let's see. Yeah, that is actually increasing my speed. Nice. Okay, that does actually increase my speed quite dramatically. I'm not going to raid this village or try to force them to give me any troops or anything like that. I don't really see the point. And we got Hasid here. He's I gotta say, I have a bone to pick with this guy as well, but if he wasn't a minor faction vassal, I would have already executed this guy. Because let me tell you, in my off-screen time in episode 1, and this is the reason, I remember this guy all the way from back then, because he annoyed me a lot. And the reason why he annoyed me is because he was so much faster than I was at the time, because, I mean, you know, obviously I didn't have a horse. My scouting skill was really, really low. And he would consistently take me prisoner and then put me into the jail nearby. And I had to spend, you know, literally about a year in jail just because of that. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to attack him now. But the funny thing is, as I said to you, if he wasn't a minor faction vassal, I would have executed him. And the reason why is because a minor faction vassal makes no difference. If you execute a minor faction vassal, it makes no difference whatsoever to the overall powerscape of the land, because minor factions are artificially kept alive through some magical means, and you can't really do anything to stop that, as it were. Because they're, as far as I'm aware, if that's been changed, then by all means let me know, but I believe that they are still hard-coded to exist infinitely in the game, no matter what. Unless you can capture every single one of them and then execute them all at the same time before you resume the game. That's the only way that that can work. Because I obviously had no idea that that was the case in general, first of all, and I can't believe I actually hit that Flandian Banner Knight. How does that even happen? I don't even know. You know, it's like one of those wonder shots, you know? It's like, oh yeah, I shot that guy completely on purpose, you know? But in actual fact, it was just random, you know? I don't know how that even happens. Anyway, we got a really, really nice mace here. I wouldn't mind trying it out a little bit, so let's just see. We might even be able to take a couple of these guys prisoner as a result. Because let's face it, taking some guys prisoner would actually be kind of useful for us. So I wouldn't mind if I could actually get the opportunity to attack ever, because these guys are literally just interrupting me every single time I try. But that doesn't seem to be working out too well for me. No. I'm probably going to die here, actually, all things considered. Can I run? Can I run? Don't die. Even though I am literally super, super close to death. But, and this is where preventive medicine and that wonderful other perk comes in, I should be able to hopefully resuscitate myself relatively well. Just with that. And then we'll have a great time. Or at least I hope so. What did we lose? Did I literally kill that Vlandian Banner Knight? Did I actually kill that guy? I hope I didn't. If I actually did, then that is terrible. That is literally one of the worst things ever, but, you know, there isn't much I can do about it, unfortunately. You know, sometimes that kind of thing just happens. It is a battlefield, after all. And, well, it's not the modern era, so I think I can probably excuse it. Maybe he just doesn't have glasses, you know? Maybe Barney just doesn't have glasses and he just can't see anything. You know, that would be my excuse at least, and then I'd be on the chopping block in no time. Yes, for sure. Anyway, Barney is already on the chopping block, very considerably in actual fact, and everyone wants to kill him. And let's actually see, can I buy some additional horses? Yes, I can. Let's see, is this going to give me more speed? It does. Ooh, it's giving me some good speed. I think that's enough, actually. I don't think it gives me any more than that. So let's actually just get rid of this. There we go. All right, that seems kind of nice. And we can then recruit 2 more of these peasants. And we now have around 40 troops, which is actually not too bad. And bear in mind, we now have even more people. And look at how fast these guys are actually getting converted into our army. It's actually super, super quick. And if I can get into some more villager battles as well, I'm gonna fight this guy. If he thinks he can escape, he is sorely mistaken. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought that. Yeah, this is exactly the reason why we have to be somewhat careful. Even with these minor faction vassals, you could see here that the primary unit in their army is literally Imperial elites and legionaries and things like that. So instead, we're actually going to be making our way over here to Amitatis, and I'm just going to be preying upon a couple of these villagers, because obviously, here's the thing. Villagers, they're not really that useful, right? They're not really that useful at all. However, the main reason why we want to attack villagers is so that we can take them prisoner, because obviously auto-resolving does give us a slightly higher chance of actually taking people prisoner and so on and so forth, but it also provides my people with experience. And we want to try to level our people as fast as we possibly can. And I'm just going to be taking the stuff from them this time around, because I actually feel like maybe we do need a little bit. Do we? Yeah, I think actually that did provide us with a bit of an additional benefit there. And let's see if we can maybe fight these guys. There's 28. That's pretty nice. They're going to be moving much, much slower than we are as well. And I'm almost at 225. That's pretty nice. There we go. And there we go. Another. Look at that. So many peasants. Look at that. So incredibly good. And then we can actually, I'm going to be getting rid of these guys and these fellows, because they're going to be a bit too, well, not so good in my opinion. And I'll probably get rid of these fellows too. And some of the peasants. There we are. Okay, that's good enough for me. Thank you. All right, do we have any more herding? Nope, nope, it's all good, it's all good. And yeah, so basically this is what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future. I'm going to also be going into a variety of different villages and things like that. For example, I'm going to go into this one just a moment. I'm going to do this off screen so you don't have to see all this kind of busy work stuff, because we are a little bit behind with where I wanted to be at this point, because I actually did want to try and find this guy, but for some reason he's nowhere to be seen. And as you can tell, it just says last seen at Ortisia. I've been there, I've looked around, he's nowhere to be seen. He's not a prisoner there or anything like that. So it's really, really weird. It's really, really strange. I have no idea. I mean, is he in? There's no way he's in this army, right? Nope. No, there's no way, because obviously this is the Southern Empire and the Northern Empire fighting, and he's part of the Western Empire, so why would he be here? No, he wouldn't. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.